Okay, this is how to install an iPad 4 into a ShockWave iPad case. First, with the ShockWave iPad case, it consists of three parts. You have the silicone skin, you have the back frame which has a stand in it, and then the front, we call it the bezel, that holds the protective screen guard. And so first, what you need to do is take the short ends off of the bezel. Best to have a quarter to get underneath there. Just unlatch it. Then, for the long side next, you just press it in towards the screen, unlatch it, twist it off. And then the silicone skin just comes right off, peels right off. You need this ready for the iPad to go in. Okay, I just moved everything around a little bit so that my arm doesn't get in the way. The next thing you're going to do is take the frame, put the iPad into the frame, short side first. Make sure you get it underneath the lip. Put the other short side in, snap it in, and then press the longer sides. So there you go, you have the longer side over the edge of the iPad, then the other longer side. And then what you're going to want to do is just double check all the snaps and then go around the corners. There's a little bit of an air pocket you can kind of see right there. Make sure that the corners go down. This needs to be seated properly. If it's not seated properly, the bezel will not snap on. So again, just kind of go through it, make sure, just looking at it, that everything is snapped down. Okay, the next part I'm going to go through really quickly, just putting on the skin, the silicone skin. Make sure that the port side goes in first, and then just work the rest of it around. Make sure that all the snaps are completely revealed and they pop through, that the plastic pops through where the silicone is unobstructed. Otherwise, again, the bezel will get caught on that. Okay, the last part of the assembly is to put on the bezel. The bezel is the black with the clear protective screen guard. And then what you need to do first is to put on the long side. Well, first what you need to do is make sure that the short sides are a match. So there we go. The long side, just get it in there, make sure that it snaps in, or snaps on all sides. Then the other long side, angle it inward towards, sort of press inwards towards the screen to get it around that clamp. Make sure that the silicone doesn't move so that nothing interferes. Just make sure again that that's flush. And then the short sides, here's the first side, you're going to just make sure that it gets pushed down over the snaps so that it's seated in there properly. And then the last short side, there's snaps right there. Just make sure that it does snap in there. So there we go. We make sure that the whole thing is fitted very tightly because we don't want any air between the plastic and the glass screen. We want it to have a feel just like the iPad glass. And also we want it to be relatively difficult to take apart so the kids don't try to take it out of the case.